has been a roller coaster ride. The last 1 month has passed away in the blink of an eye. And now it's the end of Paris Olympics 2024. And I am here to present before you the final episode of this season's Tit-Bits on the Olympics. India's medal number dipped at Paris, coupled with the misfortune of no gold. Shooting fetched us 3 medals. In wrestling, Aman Shehrawat won the lone bronze. Neeraj Chopra and men's hockey team secured silver and bronze respectively, and there were 6 fourth-place finishes.
In sports, you cannot predict 100% victory. At the time of competition, anything can happen and things may go wrong. Having said, I must also consider Prakash Padukone's statement. Prakash Padukone is a very legendary person. So whatever he has mentioned in his interview, there is a merit in it. But forget about this whole who is blaming and who is to blame. I will take this discussion to the different level that India is not a sporting nation.
Here we can consider a recent comment by Sunil Chhetri. He said, "In this country of 1.5 billion people, we are not able to identify and nurture the talents."
If you want to produce medal winner athlete, one has to nurture from age of 10. Take example of cricket. Why our cricketers are so popular, so powerful and so world winners? Because cricket is ingrained that everywhere in gully we have best of best athlete cricketers, but it's not happening like badminton, tennis, javelin throw.
Though the sporting ecosystem in India has improved over the past decade with world-class infrastructure, state initiatives, private centers and lot of academies, still we are depending on a handful of players for Olympic medals.
Why to blame only the ecosystem to any particular A individual athlete or B individual athlete? No, one has to introspect. I have to introspect whether my wife plays, no. Whether my kids play, no. Whether my father was playing, no. If at all we are serious in sports, we have to reprioritize ourselves.
Perhaps the social context of India makes it difficult to choose sport as priority. But can't we utilize our little time on the grounds playing actual sport rather than commenting on social media handles? The choice is yours. So the outlook has to change. The mindset has to change. And surely one day India will return from the Olympics with far better medal tally. But as of now, let's talk about Paris Olympics. This Paris Olympics will remain as one of the most controversial Olympics of modern times. To discuss more on this, let's welcome our sports broadcaster, Pankaj Athawale. Hello Pankaj, hope you are doing fine. Let's welcome to Tit-Bits on the Olympics.
Thank you, Poulomi, and of course, last few days have been quite interesting, and it will be great to talk about it with you.
Okay, Pankaj, talking about controversies, the one that shook our nation, the Vinesh Phogat incident, your take on that?
I think the first thing we have to ask ourselves that is it a controversy? First of all, because what has happened is happened by the rules. So you need to understand certain things, which we don't, and we kind of forget that weight categories are there. And this exercise which Vinesh Phogat and her support staff were doing, it's a regular exercise. They sort of wear the whole cloth and then keep on skipping so that they can sweat, they can reduce the weight. Now, unfortunately, the only thing is what has happened with Vinesh is really unfortunate, because another wrestler in her category was already disqualified with a similar issue before the semi-final. So it's not that it has happened only with her, but I think the support staff and Vinesh probably in hindsight could have taken a bit more care, because she weighed 49.9 in the bout that she won before the day. And recovery of the body does take time and it does put on weight. It's slightly I won't say controversial, but slightly silly whatever has happened. So if you can take some positives out of this entire thing, what has happened is the entire nation and Indians are rallying again for Vinesh, even though she has not won a medal, which is more important.
So Abhi, this Vinesh Phogat incident was our very own, but what happened entirely at the Paris Olympics, there were various situations starting right from the opening ceremony, then pollution at River Seine, and the list continues.
I think, Pauline, we need to understand that Europe is actually not going through a very good economic kind of a thing, and they have not been able to get the math correct. So, with the river sign, for example, you need to look that Paris has become overpopulated, just like Mumbai or a Delhi or a Kolkata, and it is having the environmental issues around. Now, I guess, is the time where you shouldn't be holding the Olympics in one city. It should be across the nation. I think India will probably start that trend in 2036 if we get the bid, because India, if you see, does not have one place where everything can be done. But we have so many places where everything can be done. So, for example, the rowing, the swimming, and all these events, if they are held in Alleppey, for example, that makes more sense for us. So, I think it is time, considering the economics and the logistics and everything, that we hold the Olympics across different cities in one nation, which makes it much more better.
So this geopolitical things, all these things have come into play, and there are various political protests like the anti-Israeli protests. So what do you think, if Russia and Belarus were banned, then why not Israel?
Because the simple question, people may like it or not, Israel did not attack first. See, I think common sense should prevail. What is happening is sometimes the emotional angle and the marketing angle comes into picture. Now, Russia was not banned only because they attacked Ukraine. They already had a ban because of doping. But the fact with Israel is that it's not a full-blown war, first of all. Secondly, they did not attack them first. And Palestine, please try and understand, politically it's not a nation. So they have not attacked a nation. So parlance, I think, cannot be there.
So France had a very tough time with political protests, with religious protests, and there were also social protests.
Yeah.
If you come to Imam Khalif's point, how two organizations are divided on deciding whether a person is male or female?
It's a very technical, complex issue, and I think it was not fair on Iman Khalif and the other Taiwanese boxer to be allowed to play in that particular event. So what has happened is there are two angles to it. One is, do people really understand what do you mean by a male and a female by definition as per the Olympic rules? Do you understand someone is Iman Khalif probably is a biological female, but her testosterone levels are more than a normal woman. That's why by rule she's actually not supposed to be there. But because the International Boxing Federation is right now suspended by the International Olympic Council, the Olympic Council has to get this event done. So they appoint you, me, and our friend here, Prem Bhai, to kind of up ad hoc committee ho or up karo. Now the three of us probably are not regular boxers or not. We are not handling it. But for that event, we have to take care of it. So probably they just missed out on these kind of small issues. This doesn't mean we are against them. What happens is we are very binary in life. So you're talking against Iman Khalif. We did not speak against Iman Khalif here. Acha, now you come in your category. No, you don't have a category, then what can I do about it? So there are a lot of angles that need to be understood regarding this controversy.
It was a wonderful discussion, Pankaj. Thank you for sharing your ideas, your views.
Thank you very much for inviting. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
So, Paris Olympics will always be remembered. It will be remembered for Simone Biles returning to the Olympics and grabbing her 7th gold medal. It will be remembered for Djokovic's Golden Slam. It will also be remembered for the humongous effort of Amanda Duplantis. And of course, for the closest finish in 100-meter men's sprint event. The curtains have now fallen down on Paris Olympics 2024. The Olympic flag has been handed over to Los Angeles Olympic Committee. So, as of now, Poulomi here signing off by wishing a safe and healthy world with full of love, happiness, kindness, friendship, bonding, respect and excellence. Thank you all.